What is going on, everyone? How are we doing tonight? A wonderful, wonderful Sunday after Christmas, right? Hopefully, everyone's doing well, having a wonderful. Hopefully, you had a wonderful holiday, right? Mine wasn't bad. It was good. It was good. It's more for the kids, right? But no, had some good times. Relaxed, so I don't have to work this whole week. So yeah, looking forward to that. Having some time off, relax. But always fun with kids and setting up electronics, and we had to put flop a TV from the wall, put another TV up on the wall. So yeah, it's been fun. Let's see, who do we have in the chat tonight? Umpty, how are you? Shane, Ginger Pops, Sarah Aldridge, Tats, how are you? Awesome. And hey, a great opportunity tonight, guys. We have Logan from WhatNot going to join us about 10 o'clock. So awesome chance for you guys to ask any kind of questions you have for WhatNot. Just think of any question you want to ask. Maybe I'll come up and ask him too. We'll see. But a great opportunity to maybe get a better glimpse, understanding of WhatNot. Probably right now, I would probably have to say one of the hottest things right now in the Funko collecting community, whether it be Pokemon cards, sports cards. They've been around for almost a year, almost celebrating 1 year in existence. But when they brought that auction stuff online over the summer, it changed the game. It really did. Speaking of WhatNot and auctions, you want to join me tomorrow night at 5 p.m. Eastern time, a little earlier, for my next big Funko Pop auction. If you want to check it out, there are buy it nows now. So for you guys that love the mystery boxes, there are, I think, 3 Luau mystery boxes. There are 9 Funko Soda mystery boxes left, which you're searching for Donatello and a $30, I think, mystery box in those 10 boxes. So very cool. When you get 3 sodas for $30, so $10 a soda, you can't beat that. Let's see, and then tons of grails tomorrow. So if you're looking for pops and you love the auctions, tomorrow night, 5 p.m., check me out. Should be fun. Chad Allen, how are you? Nightshade, how are you guys doing? Up in Canada. Ness, how are you? Auntie Audie, how are you? Also, looking now, it will be Wednesday night, will be the next members-only live stream. It's going to be a little later, so catch people on the West Coast, Midwest, etc. 10:30 p.m. Eastern time. I'm thinking it's going to be Wednesday night is what I'm going to do. So it's, go for about an hour. It's an opportunity for any kind of people that are channel members, because you can see in green, those are channel members. If you want to be a channel member, please join. But we're going to do some giveaways, and it's a live just for you guys. So Wednesday night, probably 10:30 p.m. is what I'm looking for. Premolar tooth removed tomorrow. Ugh. Never fun to have teeth removed, Sarah, but they take good care of you. They numb you up. You'll be good. You'll be good. Jeremy, how are you? Chase. Chap Matman, how are you? Joseph Lopez, how are you guys doing? Also, figured I'd open this one up. This comes from Bands for Arms. Nick over at Bands for Arms sent this over. I actually bought this, and very cool. I wanted it by him. So for you guys who don't know, Wonder Woman 1984 debuted in theaters, if your theater is open, this past Friday, Christmas Day, or it debuted on HBO Max. So if you have HBO Max, if you're an AT&T Unlimited subscriber for unlimited data, you actually get HBO Max for free. You might not know that. You got to get a hold of AT&T. I've seen it. I liked it. It was good. Did I like it as much as I liked the first Wonder Woman movie? No. I liked the first one a lot. But really, the whole DC universe revolves around Wonder Woman and Gal Gadot. It was a fabulously done movie. I loved how it went to the 80s, and a lot of the stuff in the 80s, I thought it was really cool. Kristen Wiig, fabulous, well done. Nick created the costume. If you've seen the movie, there is a battle scene where the cheetah is dressed up. So he did this one, and it was autographed by him because he did the costume, and it was also autographed by Kristen Wiig, who played the cheetah. So here it is. It came in. Of course, he wrote a little note to me. So to Andrew, thank you so much for the support with the Wonder Woman 84 Bands for Arms. And there, Nick signed it. And then Unbelief there is Kristen Wiig's autograph. And then it nicely has the logo for the Bands for Arms shop on it. I thought it was really, really awesome. Personal collection piece for me, definitely. And there you can see some of the other pops that are out. Of course, a lot of these pops were out in the summer when the movie was supposed to come out. But, you know, very well done. It explains the gold armor. And I thought it was really good. I thought it was good. Definitely good. And, I mean, obviously, in all the DC movies, Wonder Woman is my favorite. I loved the first one. This one is a very close second. So if you haven't checked it out, check it out. Your local theater, if you can go to your theater, or HBO Max has it available to stream in 4K high def. Let's see, what else do we have? We were going to do a box battle. However, if you guys are familiar with UPS and the issues that USPS is having, it's insane. I was expecting a package to come in yesterday from Spastic, a head-to-head box battle with, I think it was Johnny has it. It's not here yet. And it's just really, really weird with the Postal Service right now. I had 3 boxes shipped from Funko Kings. New mystery boxes, new big-time unboxings coming to you guys in January. But he sent all 3 boxes the same time, checked them in, everything, identically the same, right? One came Saturday, one's due Tuesday. The other one, all it says is arriving late. It's insane how many issues the Postal Service is having right now. So, and that's something we could actually talk to Logan about, because they deal with the Postal Service. I'm sure they're going through a lot of stuff dealing with them as well. Hopefully you guys liked all the videos throughout the week. Double features on Saturday and Sunday, 2 videos. We're going to do it again for the week of New Year's, a video every single day. So stay tuned. Actually, because I work sometimes ahead, I might actually have to look and see what videos we even have coming out for you guys. So yeah, secretly, I do work ahead. It helps me. Tomorrow, actually, we have some really good boxes this week. Tomorrow, we're doing a $250 Smyworld Marvelverse anime mystery box. That's our second one. We're going to do that. Tuesday, the $1,100 Black Friday Pop King Paul box is done. On Wednesday, the $1,275 Black Friday Spastic Collectibles mystery box. We open that one up. We then have boxes from Dead Zone Citizen. We have 3 Boom Loop mystery boxes. We have a huge BAM unboxing where we're doing the Ultra and the new anime box, along with horror, along with the Geek and Gamer. So it's huge BAM box unboxing. We have the biggest Funko Soda Chase Roulette we've ever done to date on this channel. And I'll give you a hint. We hit one of the biggest hits we've ever gotten with Soda Chase Roulette and the amount of chases we got. So those are the videos throughout the week. Again, one every single day for you. All right. Without further ado, let's get to some giveaways. Remember, we have Logan from WhatNot joining us at 10 o'clock. And then next week, we are going to do sort of like, we're not going to have a guest. I got to work for guests for January, but we're going to do sort of the year in review and look ahead. That's what next Sunday's will be about. Maybe we'll have a guest or not. I don't know. We'll see. But remember, Logan from WhatNot is going to be here. A great opportunity for you guys to ask questions or anything you want to know about WhatNot is there. All right. But before we get to giveaways, without further ado, I always like to do this. And this is just a way to say thank you and everything like that for the giveaways and everything that we do. I say thank you to the channel members. Again, channel member live Wednesday night, 10:30 p.m. Eastern time. And to all the Patreons. So Patreons, if you ever want to join Patreon, you get a gift every single month. I know some people don't do that. Some people with Patreon, they give things maybe once a quarter, once every 3 months, something like that. I give something to patrons every single month. It's just what I believe in. And, you know, again, thank you to patrons, to channel members. It means a lot to me. And this is just a video for you. again, thank you all. Means a lot to me for the support. And then, hopefully you guys like to be parts of those things. Let's see. Say hello to a couple other people I saw pop in there. Super Mutant Slap Shot Pops. How are you doing? Eric, Bradley, Miss Andy Dill, Craig, Sarah again. Awesome. And again, WhatNot going to join me very, very soon. Great opportunity for you guys to ask questions. Think of something you want to ask. Logan actually, basically, I think, created the auction himself. So a lot of history from Logan we could ask. I know for people that love the sneaker community, Logan worked at a company called GOAT, which is very, very cool as well. So great opportunity. Get some questions ready. But first, we've got some giveaways to do. If you guys remember, let me go here, and then we'll go boom. Because it's Christmas and also New Year's, we up the ante. We pick 4 winners. We have 8 prizes. Those prizes are a minis mystery box, a donation to a local food bank, an anything mystery box, a surprise me. We have the prize wheel that's ready to go. We have head to head if you want to do that. Again, depends on shipping and things like that, and it can get wild. We also have a $40 charitable donation and a $40 PayPal credit. Those are the 8 prizes. We can do doubles on a majority of them. Are we ready? All right, let's get to comments. We are 72 comments in, so we will lock that one, and we'll go here. Let's go. Winner number 1. And winner number 1 is going to be Tammy Irvin. Merry Christmas, Luau. Merry Christmas, Tammy. You are winner number 1. Hit me on Instagram is like the pop drunk style at _Luau_23. So, Tammy, congratulations. Winner number 1. Let's pick another winner. Winner number 2 is going to be MDC21 Camacho. Mikey, how are you? Congratulations for winner number 2. Merry Christmas. Thank you for all the information. It is very good channel. Thank you so much. And moving on, winner number 3 is going to be Tats79. Tats, congratulations. Winner number 3. And we finish it out with our final winner. Number 4 is going to be Evan Loves Pugs. I love the name. Happy holidays. I want my Merry Christmas gift to be is a giveaway win from you. Well, congratulations. Santa has given you your gift. So, Evan, congratulations. I love the name. Loves Pugs. Awesome. So all those are the winners. Hit me on Instagram, guys. Let me know your winning selection, and we'll go from there. And we'll remove that and go there and stop the screen. Awesome. All right. So before we have about 15 minutes before Logan comes and joins, what do you guys want to chat about? Professor Josh, how are you? I don't know about Santa Luau. I don't know about that. So definitely, for anyone new coming into the chat, remember the next big WhatNot auction is tomorrow, 5 p.m. on Instagram. I did a little bit of a preview of things that are going there. Every single item right now is listed on WhatNot. You can go to WhatNot, go to the live tab, scroll to Funko, and go over, and you'll see me at 5 p.m. tomorrow. Click in there. There are some buy it nows. Some of the mystery boxes, I think, are all listed buy it now. Some other pops are listed buy it now. The grails are always up as buy it nows. So check them out. Some cool stuff, definitely some cool stuff. I'm looking at some of the stuff now. So if you're looking for it, hit me up tomorrow, 5 p.m. A little of an earlier time frame. And then you never know when I'll pop up and do one of those pop-up lives here and there. But after that, the next one will be the end of January. I think it's a Friday, January 28th. Mystery Pop Theta. Curtis, how are you doing? Christina Payne, how are you? I'm trying to think some of the other stuff. Big shouts out to DeProper Popper. I don't know if you guys caught, I was on his channel last night doing a mystery box with Dead Zone Citizen from Jay at Unboxing Treasures. Did a very cool mystery box. And I can thank Jake because now I got 2 Breaking Bads, and because of Fugitive, I have 3. So now maybe I guess I'm looking for, I need a blue Heisenberg. I don't know. I have Gus with half of his face missing. I have a Walter White in his underwear. I have a Jesse in a hazmat suit. I got to have the blue Heisenberg, and then I think, you know, for me, I'm good with them. Some other videos coming out, like I said, Funko Kings. We played with 3 big mystery boxes with him. Actually 4. We had a $500 one. That one's going to come out to you. You'll be able to see that in about a week. And we also played not 1, not 2, but 3 of his $1,000 mystery boxes we played with. I know, 3 of them. So those are going to be coming to you in January, hopefully, depending. 1 showed up, 2 more are on their way. But so definitely, so far from the mystery boxes I've opened from them, really, really cool stuff. Cool stuff, definitely. Also, we just opened up the $1,500 Pop King Paul 15K subscriber mystery box. I won't give it away, but I can tell you that the big hit is a keeper for me. And you won't see him, but he is actually sits back in the case. So if that gives you any kind of clue, yes. I think actually only 1 person knows what's in it, what I got out of it too. So very cool there. Some other stuff. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, Donker, yeah. Man, Chase Roulettes with Inspector Gadget. I got 5 of them from Hot Topic. They came in, not one chase. Not one chase. I actually got my Inspector Gadgets from Chalice. You can't. I think it was like 2 for $35 or something like that, which you can't beat. In fact, I have one sitting here right now. So I have the whole set. So there's the chase, which I have to say is kind of lazy because the chase is only the phone coming out of his hat. I don't know. That's the other common with the helicopter, which I thought was very cool. And then, of course, you have Penny. I thought they could do more. I thought maybe you needed a brain. I think Mr. Claw, I think you could do something there. So maybe we get more Inspector Gadgets as things progress. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Pops with Purpose, also congrats. Thank you for the great Christmas card. Pops with Purpose meant a lot. I appreciate it. Thank you. But yeah, Hot Topic. Ugh. They just sent the Dumb and Dumber. We got 5 each of those. So they're on their way. I don't know. I don't have high hopes. But hey, you know, it's Chase Roulette. It's a gamble. It's a gamble. I think we did get some cool sodas. So anyone that was hopped on earlier Funko drops a couple weeks ago, actually you see him right there. The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. We got those in. The Flash. What else? Dick Dastardly. Secret Squirrel, which is actually kind of cool because it's a glow and flocked together. I like that. I thought it was pretty cool. We did some Supermans. Some Captain Crunches. Also, Captain Crunch. A lot of people asked that I collect at Icons. They asked me about chases. I have in my collection 1 chase soda. That's it. And that is the Fruit Brute inspired Yummy Mummy, which I think is the best. The other ones don't interest me. I don't know. Don't know. Chad, how are you? Oh, that's cool. You never know when you're going to stumble upon a chase. They are out in the wild. They can be found. Also, how about those cool red box Batman, sort of like Japanese thing? I thought those are kind of cool. I like those. Oh yeah, 2021, definitely. There is going to be a lot of sodas at Icons, I'm sure. You know, you're going to start getting your anime with the Funko sodas. So yeah, definitely there'll be a lot more sodas coming out soon. I'm excited for Seinfeld. I think Seinfeld pops, I think, are going to be great. I think something like The Office. I think there could be definitely some value to them. And there's so much you could do. It's like Dwight, you know what I mean? Or The Office. There's so many things you could do. You know, you're getting the sombrero. You know, you're getting the puffy shirt. I mean, there's so much you could do with Kramer, and then Newman, and oh, man, there's just so much. You know, you could have Jerry running with the marble rye. You know, so much you could do. Definitely looking forward to The Office. Or I'm sorry, to Seinfeld. Yeah, Seinfeld's awesome. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to the Goonies pops. I think they're going to be cool. I don't know if we're going to get it doesn't look like we're getting another sloth, but you never know. Never know. So definitely looking forward to some of those. I'm trying to think some other stuff going on. Zobi. Check out Zobi. I know the Fright Pack, I think, still might be able to be pre-ordered. Definitely some cool stuff with Zobi. I don't think I have anything quite sitting around. Their last Fright Pack was insane. The with the prop replica that they had from Van Helsing, man, super. We actually also got this from Spaceballs, which is signed by the actress who played Princess Vespa. So if people remember that from sort of like the Mercedes airship, very cool. Then you can sort of see a little Loungefly. Mike Wazowski sits in my background. I have both of them. I like the Loungeflies. I think they're cool. That's it. Curtis got it. Daphne Zuniga. Tammy, I had a good Christmas. I honestly like to give. The only gift I wanted my family to get me was the Goonies Monopoly. That's seriously all I wanted. I did buy myself some stuff. So The Last Dance, Michael Jordan Chicago Bulls DVD set, I bought myself that, wrapped it up, and gave it to my wife so my kids could give me that. And I actually bought an Oculus for people that love the video gaming and virtual reality. I have not started it yet, but I did get an Oculus for myself. So we'll see how virtual reality is. I'll play with it. So yeah, overall, it was a good Christmas. It was a good Christmas. You know, getting ready, looking at plans. We're heading Disney World in March, so looking forward to making the reservations and all the. We're starting to get food reservations and restaurants all booked up for the trip, so looking at that. My top Spaceballs merch. No, I have some autograph stuff. I have a Mel Brooks 8x10 autographed with him as a yogurt, which actually with the flamethrower, which I think is very cool. I have that. I also think I have. No, I don't have that one. So I mean, that's probably my favorite. But I mean, the license plate is a very close. It's in top 5. Spaceballs is so tough because they weren't allowed to sell like the merch. They weren't able to do that with spoofing Star Wars. So yeah, they did the best they could. But let's see other things. I don't think any other big things. I'm with you, Josh. I haven't been to Disney World in many years, but when we were young with my mother, I was at Disney World at least 6 or 7 times in my lifetime. Yep. Bob, yeah. Very sad. Lost another, young performer. Young. I mean, he was 40. I think he was 41. Brody Lee. You guys may remember from his Wyatt brother days. Passed away yesterday. So very sad to lose him. Great wrestler, you know. Was just moved over to AEW and took over the name Brody Lee. Lost his life to a lung disease or lung sickness not related to COVID from, what was reported. So definitely very, very sad. Yeah, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is a must. I'm definitely going to build a lightsaber. Maybe the little one will build a lightsaber. We'll see. So yeah. I think it was Chad. I want to say his name was Huber. I think that was his name. I'm gonna look it up. But yeah, I mean, it was a lung disease. John Huber was his real name. People may know him as Luke Harper in WWE or Brody Lee in AEW. Passed away from a lung disease, something with his lungs, a lung sickness, not related to COVID though. So he was 41 years old. So definitely a shame to lose someone that young. Awful thing. So stay tuned. Maybe Salty Truth Monday. We'll have to wait and see. With holidays and everything, it gets weird. I've talked to Sean. I don't know if we're going to necessarily have boxes to battle with because of shipping. Shipping's all over. I mean, poor J Nabo Toys did his big, huge $250 mystery box on Black Friday. Shipped them that Monday. They have not moved since. That is how bad the Postal Service is, and it's all off the board. I've had stuff. Like Nick sent me this. It arrived here within days. Pop King Paul, his $1,500 mystery box. He shipped it UPS, but still shipped it Monday. It was here Wednesday. So it's insane. 3 things from Funko Kings. 1 showed up yesterday. 1 showing up Tuesday. 1 is all it says is delayed. And that's all it is. No history to it. So it's just really weird. Yeah, I mean, every hub I think has different problems going on. Some stuff gets put into trucks. I had a letter returned to me from like October the other day. You got your envelopes last week. So, I mean, yeah, it's just the Postal Service is crazy. It's a shame. It's a shame. Football, also for those of you who love the football, 1 more week to go. So a lot of fantasy footballs, championships rounding out this week. So good luck to anyone that's playing for the championship. And we're getting ready for playoffs. Some interesting games. The Philadelphia Eagles are eliminated. Sorry, I'm not an Eagles fan. But yeah, definitely looking forward to that. So some good football throughout the week. Definitely fun with playoffs and everything like that. Bowl season, still going on. Oh, there's JJ going back and forth. Whew. 44. I'll catch you this year, Chad. I'll catch you. I'll be 44 in May. And there is the Taco Man. So I don't know what day we'll do it, guys. Maybe we'll do it Tuesday or Wednesday, or maybe we'll even do it Thursday. I don't know. But we'll open some stuff up. We necessarily might not have boxes to battle with, but we'll still join you. We'll make some football picks, our last ones. I doubt I could probably catch Sean, but you never know. You never know. All right. Are you ready for our special guest? So we're going to bring on Logan. Again, WhatNot, one of the founding creators of WhatNot. He developed the auction site, which, let's be realistic, guys, has really changed the collecting game. Started it with Funko Pops. Then it went to the super craze of Pokemon. It is doing sports cards. It is doing breaks. Hop on the WhatNot auction, and you have entertainment and possibilities to find things you're looking for every day, almost every hour of the day, except for maybe the late nights, but you never know. All right, are we ready? So any kind of questions you have, this is your perfect opportunity to ask them. And here, without further ado, I bring on Logan from WhatNot.
Hey, what's up, Andrew? I appreciate it.
Logan, how are we doing?
It's good. It was a good weekend, good holidays. How was your holidays?
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I mean, kids. So I, end up putting TVs on walls and setting up electronics, and I'm past the whole Barbie and building things and all that. So That's a plus. That's a plus.
Totally.
How about you?
It was good. It was relaxing. Luckily, I didn't work much for the first time in a while. So, WhatNot pretty much shut down for a bit, even though we still had the live auctions going on. But everything was pretty set up to be in a way where we didn't really have to be involved much. So that was nice for the team and everyone else to get a break because we've been working pretty hard. So.
I would say, I mean, since you guys are soon celebrating 1 year basically in existence, right? January?
Yes. So we actually launched the app December 12th, I believe.
Okay.
So yeah, it's been a little bit over a year. Kind of crazy to think about because our app has evolved quite a bit. And just like thinking about what it was like a year ago, shocks me because like no one was using it. I think we had a lot of issues with trust, which makes a lot of sense. People downloading this app and are like, why should I trust these guys? And that just took a while to get people's trust, but I think we have it now. So
well, I like because you came from GOAT. So for people that know sneakers, they know what GOAT is. For people that don't, you guys came with like the same principle of the authentication service, sort of like what GOAT did with sneakers.
Yeah, I mean, it has kind of evolved. So I actually started at Flight Club, and then GOAT acquired Flight Club. So I worked at GOAT for probably 2 years. I was working on the selling side, but like my other co-founder Grant and I, we were both sneakerheads. People might hate that I say this, but like we wrote a couple bots and would bot sneakers and literally get hundreds of pairs and then flip them through Flight Club and GOAT. And that's actually how Grant and I got started. And then over time, we learned about Funko Pops. I actually didn't know about Funko Pops probably until maybe 2.5, 3 years ago. And we weren't botting those, by the way, but I saw them all over my coworker's desk and I just thought they were really cool. And so Grant and I just started buying these things and we realized like a lot of the same problems that sneakerheads encountered before GOAT platforms like GOAT or StockX existed. It applied to collectibles in general, right? Like there's a lot of fakes. There's a lot of like, safety issues when you're interacting with a buyer and seller, a lot of scams, you name it. And so our hypothesis was, how can we create an app that really better serves collectors and make it in a way that is safe, is community driven, and kind of takes things to the next level. And so that's what we specifically, we started with Funko Pops. We've launched into other categories. Next week, we're going to be doing other things. I'm excited to showcase like designer toys, anything you want to list, you can list. But yeah, in terms of our authentication process versus GOAT, it's a little bit different. Like with GOAT, it's required for every single purchase. For us, it's not necessarily required. It really depends on the price point. So, if, the lower end Pops, which isn't necessarily highly counterfeited, that doesn't go through physical authentication unless you want it to. You can elect it. There's a small fee if you do. But yeah, so I think that's one differentiating factor. And another is everything is verified in some sort of capacity. And that's through photos. We can't guarantee that the verification through photos is legit. It's like really, really hard, especially depending on how the person takes a photo. But we do look at every single listing and we try to compare and contrast it to the actual real thing. So GOAT's a little bit different. They don't do that. So
which shoes? Yeah, and I mean, once you say bot, oh man, you get everyone going with bots. But in the sneakers, you need to play sneakers and flip sneakers. If you didn't have a bot, even now, if you don't have bots, you can't go with
sneakers. Yeah, the sad thing is the only way back in the day to get sneakers, and I actually don't do this anymore because my whole focus has been on WhatNot. I don't have time for it, but the only way to actually do it would be like enter a raffle and like an in-store raffle. So anything online was kind of hard. Your chances are very, very little.
Oh yeah. And I mean, the sneaker game's changed. It's not what it was. Probably when you were doing it, it was like totally different. I mean,
the bots I wrote strictly only targeted Adidas. And so like the Adidas splash page drop with Yeezys, you could get a pair of Yeezys for $240 and then flip it the next day for $600. So the margin is great. The problem was the supply issue and it just kind of being hard to get. But so.
And there you go. Here, the slap shots. He's buying stuff on WhatNot as he's watching this.
Sweet. Slap shots. I actually got your package the other day. I appreciate it. So.
So and so yeah, you started that, and I remember Curtis was probably one of the first ones on, really promoting you guys, and now he works for you in the
Yeah,
chat.
that's a whole. Is he here, by the way?
He is.
Oh, yeah, he is here. I haven't even been paying attention.
Yeah, he's here.
Yeah, I think that's a great story because Curtis and I met because we just launched a piece of the app. I think it was the selling side. We had a wait list. So when we launched the selling side, there was probably about 1,000 people on the wait list, and I wanted to call just a couple random people to just get their perspective of what we could do to better serve sellers. And so I called Curtis randomly, and he was just randomly picked. There was like nothing around it, and then yeah, ever since then, him and I have been friends. So
Yeah,
and yeah, now he works for us. So
yeah.
he actually wanted a job when we moved, because at the time we were in San Francisco. We moved to Phoenix right as COVID hit, and we were considering bringing him on at that time, but with COVID and all that, there was a lot of uncertainties. So luckily, things worked out for us. But but yeah,
you're doing the selling side, and then you basically created the auction site, which changed the game. I mean, everyone there's not, everyone.
Yeah, there's no auction app, but
well.
But that being said, yeah, I think it kind of changed the game. And I don't want to say I'm the only one who created that, by the way. There's 2 other developers on the team, or actually, no, not 3. I built the initial prototype, took about like a month and a half. So I was like heads down in my dark basement and literally like working 16-hour days on it. And yeah, like the reason we did it is because we observed that a lot of people, were bored at home. They were hacking tools like Facebook and Instagram to pull something off like that, right? By placing bids through comments. The whole payment processing piece just kind of seemed crazy because you have to go back and forth on collecting payment, and then you have to go back and forth on collecting the shipping address, and then you have to generate a shipping label, right? So like as a seller, it's a very lengthy process. And so we had like the theory that like if we could just make that seamless, which also fits into the grand plan of WhatNot, right? Like we're a community-driven app with a lot of social aspects to it. There's a lot more things we can do on the social side, and live streams is one of it. That will just kind of amplify things. And so when we did a test, I don't know if did you go to the first test? There's probably a few people on it. We didn't let a lot of people know. It was just kind of like, hey, come on at this time. And I was actually really nervous.
1 or 2 of the tests that I went on to see what it was like, and it was
I was really nervous. I was really nervous. Grant did the first one, and I was like, oh shit, my tech is gonna break. Like, how is this gonna handle? And it was very nerve-wracking, but somehow I think we had like 40 people in the first one viewing it, and it like somehow worked, and we sold out of everything. So that was kind of an eye-opener. Grant and I didn't know how well it would do. It was just more or less a test and us trying something out, and then it kind of just worked. So
I'd say
yeah.
And now, they're fun. Now you have things like the Pokemon craze, which I don't understand. I know nothing.
I don't either. So there are others on the team who are really into Pokemon.
Yeah,
like Grant and John. I'm not into it, but I will not lie. I have participated in a couple breaks just because they're kind of fun, even though I have no idea what's being pulled. So,
and you have, sports cards now with breaks, and you have you have the Pop King Pauls, the franchise kicks, huge people that are just doing it, and it's just it's become so popular. It's just really, I think you've moved a lot of people on from the Macaris and the eBays, and now WhatNot's so great. And now some people with, for me, I've done it where when we would do box battles, or we would do the videos, and we'd open stuff up to do, we'd hop on Pop Price Guide and we'd do it that way. But now with you guys, we can scan on there, you get the Pop Price Guide value, and then sort of the average what it sells for. It's like the best of both worlds.
Yeah, I think the Pop Price Guide stuff is good. Our stuff, we need to tweak a little bit more. We haven't worked, that was one of the first features we built before we even built the app, actually. And it needs some working. We have some plans next year to really make it top notch, and actually have it apply to other things. Right now, it only applies to Funko Pops, but anything that gets listed, like, create a really good market price. And PPG has its pros and its cons too. So I never thought I would host a Funko Pop auction until WhatNot came. I don't think a lot of people did too. And it's funny, a lot of people who are on Instagram running those auctions that I saw, I don't even know if they've used WhatNot and that. And I see still a lot of it going on, which is cool. But yeah, I think a lot of people like me, I didn't think I would be running an auction, and I ran one last week. So
Yeah.
and that's another thing. So, like, we call it an auction. I should emphasize this. The intention was actually never to make it an auction platform. And I think that we're just stuck because auctions, in terms of that format, are really fun. When we first started building it, we had 3 main features that we wanted to implement and in this live kind of experience. One was buy it now. Yep. 2 was offers, so you could put something up and people could just start throwing offers at you and you could accept it. And then the 3rd was the auction piece. I initially built it with just the auction piece, and then I added in the buy it now functionality. We haven't added the offer functionality, but we see this as kind of a way of many different things. One being like, okay, this is a way where you can interact with your audience, showcase a product, and have fun with a way of either selling it or just talking about a product. Because maybe it's just something like show and tell, and you don't necessarily want to sell it, but you want to, show people, what you have and talk about it in an interactive way. But I think, our plans for next year around live auctions is going to be a lot of fun things, such as like, hey, I want to go gift this thing to this person, right? And you can do like a lot of really cool things. I can name a million things that we'll do, but right now our focus, because it has been a big success, is actually just nailing the tech side. The tech side is actually very complicated. And obviously there's bugs and things that we have to work out. We've built it as a prototype. So now our main focus is stabilizing everything and getting the tech in a place where, it's constantly reliable. It can scale to thousands of people at once. And so that's the phase we're at right now. And then once that phase is achieved, you're going to see a lot of really cool things that we push in that piece. So.
That's cool. But how has with WhatNot, because you guys do the shipping and the labels and everything like that, how has and you use the postal service, how has the postal service issues over the past month?
It's been really bad. Our support our support inbox is like crazy because of it. And I don't the postal service, it's a government run thing. I have to say that I really do respect the people who are there and doing it, especially with COVID. And also, the people that we've worked with, our local post office, they're very awesome and supportive. That being said, it is a government run company. And so it's definitely not the most efficient, and with COVID layering on top of all that and holidays, I think that it's definitely been chaotic. So, yeah. But I have faith. We are evaluating other alternatives such as UPS or FedEx. We could get comparable rates, I think, just based off of the volume. It's more of a matter of convenience for you guys. Yeah. So we're trying to understand from you guys if we went with something like UPS or FedEx, is that okay or is it not? Because it seems like most people, since they're transacting on eBay and Mercari, USPS is works for them, and it's a convenience thing. So
true.
So I don't know, what would you do? If we said, okay, we're going to change everything to UPS, would you be okay with it?
I would be okay with it. Yeah.
Okay. I've had a couple other people no.
I have a UPS hub literally probably closer to me. So for me, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
And
we are trying to negotiate with USPS to get everything priority for the same cost. But since it's a government-run organization, that takes a while. So, but that would be great, right? Anything that sells on WhatNot is priority and not just first class. So
that'd be good. Here's one of those sellers, the Mr. There's the Kicks.
Yeah, I don't know if Clint, you were here. I was talking about my sneaker flipping days in the beginning of this video. So,
Clinton is all about the sneaker days and the bots. I mean, we've been there. So
yeah,
I mean, man, sneakers 5, 6 years ago were just. I mean, that was the phase. Yeezys and Jordans, they were through the roof. I think it's died a little bit. It's not what it used to be. Yeah, now
yeah,
you don't flip them
yeah.
for as much. It's not as it's not.
You the margins are definitely not as good as it used to be. But you know, there are a few releases that are good, but it's and I'll also keep in mind, like I haven't been as up to date with that sort of
Yeah,
side of things, just because I've been so focused on whatnot. But you know, in terms of people I know who do it for a living, it's definitely not as lucrative. So
here we got some questions. People asking about Canada. I'm
yeah, it's a
assuming
good question.
everyone
So
ship.
in our roadmap, it's actually one of the biggest things we want to tackle next year. With COVID, we kind of have slowed down on it just because it complicates things. But we do want to open up some in Canada, and I think we also want to open it up in other areas such as the UK and Australia. In terms of like logistics and operations, it is a lot to think about, and also do correctly. And so, but that is in our plans for next year. We will be opening up to Canada and other countries.
Here, Sean just has to ask if you're wearing pants.
I'm wearing pants. Do you want to see? I'm actually wearing shorts, but
Here's some people saying they work at UPS.
oh, thanks. I appreciate it. I'm actually working with a rep right now at UPS, but I appreciate the offer. So
Let's see. Here we go. This is a longer question from JJ.
WhatNot working on a feature where you can mark a specific item in an auction, and when it goes up for auction, you get a notification. That is a good question. Yes, we have talked about it. How are we actively working on it? No. Is it something we will do? Probably. The way we're thinking about doing this is, let's say someone adds a bunch of items in the auction. If you follow that item, for instance, like just normally, or sorry, you add it to your want list, we'll notify you when any of those items actually go up for an auction. So that's one way we're thinking about doing it. But like, let's just say for a particular stream, you want to know when that specific item goes up. That's another thing, like a notify button for sure.
And let's see. How about, I know people always ask the ability to use a computer other than the phones and things like that. Is that something that is a thought?
Yeah, you know, we're a very small engineering team, and so to do that, it's just more of prioritization and what we think is the best in terms of prioritization. Right now, we're 4 people. It might seem like a lot of software engineers. If you look at apps like Instagram, they have maybe 400 people working on it. So our goal is to hire out and really expand into other areas, such as improving the web experience. That's actually how WhatNot initially launched, was the website, and we haven't done anything but update the homepage to it in probably 6 months. But one thing we do want to do is allow people to go live by using any device. It doesn't have to be your camera. It could be like using a tool like OBS and streaming from a device. And on top of that, being able to view it, not just from your phone, but being able to view it from the website or the web app.
Your Slapshot has a good one. WhatNot specializes in authenticating Funko Pops. Will there be a point where we see that process? And do you consult Funko experts for this knowledge?
Yeah, that's a good question. So I think the question reads is, okay, where will we show you the process? So the process, you can actually look in terms of our help guide. It tells you our process, which is, I think, a 10-step verification piece that we do. I actually don't do any of the verification. If I did it, you guys would be getting all the fakes. I'm just telling you. So that's actually split up between a couple team members who, like, that's literally all they do. On top of the photo verification, we actually, like, the way it works with, it's a 2-step process. I want to call it verification and not authentication. The first piece is, as I described in the first part when we were talking, Andrew, is, we look at the photos that you submit, and when that happens, we're comparing and contrasting it with other photos that are real. Our database has almost every single Funko Pop with the real thing. Not everything, but I would say at least 80 to 90%, which is a lot. And then if, we don't have something to compare and contrast it to, we have someone who spends extra time on just really based off of their knowledge. And, think about this on a daily basis, they're looking at 400 or 500 of these every day. And ensuring if that is good and there's no red flags. And I can't guarantee that a photo is going to, prevent you from getting a fake, but it does say a lot. And it is pretty easy to spot fakes on photos. The second piece is if you want, you can elect to have that go through physical authentication. And then at that point, we'll have a lot better idea of, is this good or bad versus a photo because it's physical. So yeah.
And here, Clint asking, any plans to branch out into the graded comic book market?
Yes, definitely, 100%. And I know you love comic books, Clint. I think we will. We won't be doing it like, let's just say next week. Like, we will be launching into other categories, but it is definitely on our roadmap. I would say sometime next year. So
here, Sean saying he goes live via OBS. A web viewer would be amazing.
Yep, OBS or any type of software like that. It would be great if we could integrate that, and it is possible. It's just more of like, how do we prioritize that in terms of time and the resources that we have.
Professor Josh, web RTC and live streaming in browser would be awesome to check out multiple auctions and multitask easier when watching auctions.
Yeah. I mean, we can definitely implement WebRTC. All of the video technology is using WebRTC, so totally.
Let's see. Here's Tammy asking, looking at other countries selling whatnot, are you going to let the buyer know what is out of the country's seller?
Yes. We haven't fully fleshed out how the product experience will work, but I think there'll be two different things that happen. So let's just say I'm from the US and I view a listing that is listed in France. The shipping will be calculated differently and the length of time of shipping will be different. So we might say, okay, this is the estimated time window for this to arrive to you, and this is the different price point. Let's just say that you're within France buying from another user in France. The shipping rate will obviously be a lot cheaper, and then also the shipping time will be a lot quicker.
I have no idea.
And then we'll also, on top of that, try to make it easy to filter. So if you wanted to like filter specifically by country, or you don't care, like you want to just search anywhere, then that will be possible too.
Which would be cool because some countries get the exclusives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe you're willing to spend $20 on shipping and wait 2 to 3 weeks. So
and $20 is not bad, guys. When you think about, shipping overseas is very expensive. Let's see. I have no idea what MTG is, but
it's Magic the Gathering. Yes.
Oh, Magic the Gathering. Okay, I know Sean's big into Magic. Okay.
I'm not into Magic the Gathering, even though I was having fun the other day buying stuff that I didn't know that I was buying, to be honest. So we do have a couple people on the team who are super into it and have been asking us to get it on the platform as quick as possible, and that is something we will be doing early next year.
There we go. Amos Trade. Any plans to branch into diecast?
Yes, all of it. Okay, so I should talk to you guys about the longer term vision of WhatNot, because everyone's asking, will you get into this? I think that the longer term vision of WhatNot is we want to target specific enthusiasts of things, whether you're an enthusiast of Hot Wheels, whether you're an enthusiast of Magic the Gathering, and create a very personalized experience for you. So we see ourselves as a platform targeting communities and the enthusiasts of those communities, but also really personalizing that experience for you. So like, let's just say you only care about specific types of toys. That's all you will get in that experience. And the community around those things will also be in that, if that makes sense. Right now, like if you think about it, all these things are very fragmented.
Mm-hmm.
You have Facebook groups. You have like not YouTube. YouTube is a different type of thing, but you have Facebook groups. You have Instagram. You have Discord channels, and there's nothing that really like unifies that together. And so that's really where we see ourselves is like we're kind of like a social marketplace, but focused on the enthusiast.
Very true. Here we go. Cliff asking autographs. That's a tough ball game. Autographs.
So right now, we'll actually allow it if it is authentic, or sorry, if it does have some certification, whether it's Beckett. And so feel free to list it. I don't think anyone knows that, but we will approve it if we do see that. So.
And for anyone out there that wants to know the big companies for authentication, you have Beckett, JSA, PSA, DNA, are the biggest ones out there if it comes with that one.
Yep. And PSA just got bought, by the way, so that'll be interesting to see what happens. Yep. I know that they are going through an acquisition at the moment. I don't know if it's officially closed, but we'll see. There might be interesting things that happen from that.
I'd say I've heard PSA with their sports cards are somewhat months to almost a year waiting time for it. Crazy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because of the Pokemon breakthrough recently. So
we can all thank Logan Paul for that one. We got Pop Epidemic asking, how do you screen people you allow to sell on WhatNot, and are there plans to do that better?
Yeah, so there's two things that we do, and I'm assuming you're talking about the marketplace. So with the marketplace, it's pretty simple. We have phone number verification, and on top of that, everything that you list goes through some verification process. That being said, what we do to ensure that you are a good seller is we have specific penalties, right? So let's just say that you start submitting a bunch of things that are fake, we're probably going to just remove you from the platform. Secondly, let's just say that, you start selling things and you're not fulfilling with items, or you're sending items and they're damaged. You'll receive these things that we call a strike, sort of like 3 strikes and you're out. And so, that has happened to a lot of people. And also there has been a couple instances that we know of specific people who have been misbehaving off platform, and that to us is unacceptable. We only want good people on our platform. And so if we get wind of anything around in terms of shadiness outside of our platform, whether if it's happening on our platform, it doesn't matter. We just want to make sure everyone who's using our platform is treating everyone with respect, on or off.
Very good. And here we have Professor Josh, which I love this added thing that happened too, the combined shipping for both seller and buyer, which I think is a nice feature that was added.
Yeah, it definitely is good. And a lot of people don't know, but if you buy more than one thing, it's free on a live. So we're trying to communicate that through the app. Like I said, it's kind of an MVP. So right now it always just says $350 for domestic and $20 for international. But if you do make your first purchase, the second one will be free. We won't charge you shipping. And then as a seller, you have the option to bundle it into 1 or 2 shipments depending on how many items were bought.
Which is definitely a nice feature. Here, Sean, are you planning to integrate a chat room type feature for those waiting for auctions or looking for certain items?
I'm confused by that question because you can already go in an auction before you're chatting. But are you talking about like something kind of like Discord-y, where you can create specific channels and really all it's about is chat?
Let's see if he gets back and says anything.
Oh yeah, and there's a 20-second latency with YouTube, so.
Here, this is always here. I have one for you, Clint. Right here. A little. There we go. Oh my! Shouts out to Clint. Let's see what else. Sean looking for good deals.
Something outside of an auction. Okay, I see what you're saying. So hold on, let me think about this. Yeah. Something outside of an auction. That makes sense. Yeah, totally. I think that answers the question, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. Okay. Someone's looking for good deals.
But yeah, I think, like as I was saying, collecting is very fragmented, or not just collecting. People who are enthusiasts of specific things, that is a fragmented experience online, because you have Discord groups, you have Facebook, you have Instagram, you have Facebook Marketplace. And so we see ourselves as kind of unifying that and bringing it all together. And so that would definitely be one of the things. Another thing that we really want to do next year is allow a lot more interactions with the users. So right now you can't message anyone, you can't do much, right? The only real social feature that we have is like, okay, you can see a profile photo and you can look at their profile, you can follow them and be notified of new listings that the user has, and then you can view a live auction. But there's a lot of other social features that I think we can layer onto this.
And here we got Josh. Love to be able to send notifications to my followers when I schedule a new auction.
So like as soon as you schedule it, because right now, if someone follows you, they will be notified. If it's not a featured stream, all your followers will be notified. But I guess what you're saying is when I create it, so they know about it beforehand.
I think that's what Josh is talking about. Here's Sean. Flag items that you're looking for at certain price points, something outside of an auction that makes more sense.
So I was looking for a group chat you could join and flag items. You're looking at certain prices, something outside of an auction that makes. I see. So you're saying collectively as a group flag items? So it's like a group experience?
Never know what's going.
Like create groups, and then as a group, as like a person who is in charge or in the group, they can act on behalf of the group and say, okay, as a group, we want these things. And so this group should be notified about these things. I think that's what you're saying.
I think that, yeah.
That's a cool idea. Another thing that I think would be really cool is how do we implement something like trading?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, chat. I was talking about that earlier when we initially built the live features. We were actually going to just do buying and offers, and then we actually prioritize buying and auctions. But offers is definitely something we plan on adding
in. Let's see what else we have. I think we had. There's Will popping in to say hello.
What's up, Will? Dr. Applesauce too, so that must be a Pokemon channel, right?
The Pokemon. I wish I understood. I don't. I guess it's kind of like if you grew up with it, you get it.
I really love the Game Boy or whatever with it. I played that all the time as a kid, and I also played the new app, which was fun. But like I was never into like the card piece of it. I don't know why, but I like
I got a scene there. I like the open it and they do the little card tricks and they're looking for one card out of all these and all the rest seems like they're absolutely worthless.
I mean, I totally get why people love it, especially like certain people like Grant loves it and other people on the team like John.
Yeah, I think I watched one or two of Grant's and you could tell he's got passion. He loves it.
Yeah. He actually just recently got back into it. John has been into it forever though. So
yeah, it's so how about you? Are you still do you still I know you collected some Funko Pops here and there. Are you still collecting?
Yeah, I definitely am. Not like I haven't had as much time to be as I would say like, okay, there's a release and it drops at this time and I'm gonna go get it. I haven't been able to do that, so I usually just wait until it comes on WhatNot and spend a little bit more money. I've been getting into techs, so I have these things. This is awesome. I've been buying a lot of techs, by the way, so that's kind of my new thing.
People, they've gotten into those techs, and some of the designer toys are unbelievable. I mean, the spray can ones, the Jankies, the can bots. Very, very cool stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I love it. It's just like, there's all these different kinds of toys that you can collect, and yeah, the Jinkies are really cool. But yeah, right now my main thing is Tex
Hey,
and
no,
Luau. The chase feels more pure. Yeah.
I get it. I get it. I don't know. I don't know. For me, my son gets in them and he buys these ETBs, and I said, "So what are you looking for?" There's 3 cards. I said, "You buy all this for 3 cards?" Yeah, that's it. Okay, okay. Okay. And I love, I love hopping on Sean. I love watching him do his card trick, and he knows it, understands it. And sometimes I like watching people that don't understand it, but they do it, because it's the new fad. I like watching
Yeah.
that. Get a kick out of it.
How about you? Are you mainly just into pops and
No,
other
I
types of Funko products?
hot
I
toys.
see. I see Supreme. So are you? You're obviously into Supreme. I guess I don't know if that counts, but
My son got me into it, and I wear the hat. I like the hats, but I don't wear the clothes. I like
yeah,
accessories. I like they take the little Zippo lighters and they throw Supreme on it, and I think it's the sneaker culture in me, the flipper back, flipping sneakers in me of loving the Supreme stuff, because Supreme at one time is a flippable item. Not so much anymore, but
I wonder. I wonder how something like Supreme would do on WhatNot. I think it's something we will eventually add. And as I said, it is an enthusiast. There is an enthusiast community around it.
You've seen, I guess, what StockX implemented Supreme a few years ago, and I don't know. I mean, I don't know how well it does. Some people, they don't know what it is. Other people, they do. Other people, it's the skating culture, but then it's not. Yeah, Clint saying Andrew's a flipper. I think we all
There's a
are.
flipper. My life is complete. Clint is a hated flipper. So
I love talking to Clint way back when, and I said, I'd love watching you with the shoes. And he said, I can't do it anymore. I can't do a shoe video anymore. It's the same shoe in different colors. I can't do it.
it's pretty cool because I've been watching Clint's videos ever since I was at Flight Club, and now I actually know him. So, but his videos were always great and pretty funny. He's like a very real, honest person when it comes to talking about things. So
you don't see it too much on his channel anymore, but he knows his shoes. He knows and he views it as art. And that's kind of like me. There's shoes that I don't wear that are strictly. I enjoy taking them out of the box, or I love looking at them, holding them, touching them, but I'll never wear them. There's others that I do wear.
Yeah, definitely.
I still love the shoes, but for me, hot toys are a big thing for me. People don't. I don't do unboxings of them. They're just more of a personal enjoyment for me, because it's such a niche collectible because of the price point that they are.
Yep.
They're incredible. Unbelievable, incredible. And there's a market for them, because they, believe it or not, they go up in value. I mean, Star Wars, some of the Star Wars stuff, I think when Luke Skywalker showed up on Mandalorian, spoiler alert for anyone that hasn't seen it, you should have already seen it by now, but his hot toy jumped, $150, $200 in a matter of minutes. It's unbelievable.
Definitely. I saw that Josh said something. He says, "What's the next feature coming in 2021, and when is WhatNot Con?" So I'll speak to WhatNot Con. I think that's a great idea. A lot of people have asked us to do that. Personally, I would like to have a physical WhatNot Con, but we probably won't get to that stage for at least 6 months. That being said, yes, we have been brainstorming about something like that. Nothing is solidified, but I would tell you that yes, we will be doing one at some point. Secondly, around the features that are happening in 2021, I think you'll see a lot of things that I was talking about before. One, international shipping, or sorry, not international shipping, going international. Two is really kind of improving the core experience within the app. So, you as someone who likes this and this should only have that experience.
Yep.
3 is really improving the selling side on the marketplace, because right now there's a lot of improvements. You have people who list hundreds and hundreds of items, and to manage that, it is a lot. So we're like really making it a better tool for sellers. Um, Another feature that I think you guys would like this, and I don't know how many people would use it, is being able to restream your live auction, or sorry, I keep using auction, live stream, to other live streaming services such as Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. So as you're live, you can do it at the same time and probably like lure your own fan base into whatnot. And then another thing is being able to replay people's lives. So, right now you can go live, but like there's no recording of it. One thing we are adding next week, which you guys should see, is, and I don't know if next week counts as next year. Yeah, I mean, it will on Friday, because Josh said 2021, not 2020, is trailers. So you can talk about what your live is going to be about, and like make like a 30-second video about it or whatever. Because like a lot of people don't really have any context with 5 words about what your live's going to be, but you can really like promote it and hype it up with like a 30-second trailer.
Oh, that's cool.
And then another thing is we want to allow people to add photos to their items. So right now, you just have text, but like no actual photo, which might make it easier to do pre-sales and things like that. And then we also really want to kind of like gamify the app, if that makes sense. Adding badging, like cool sounds, kind of like Mario sounds when you lose a bid or lose it. Like, and then other like really cool things, like I want to gift this to you, so you can do a gift exchange. Giveaways, making it really easy to do a giveaway. So rather than scrolling through comments, make it like an interactive HQ sort of thing.
There's Will. Hey, he'd love that.
Yeah, I would love to do that, and then push people who are watching on YouTube to the app if they want to snag something. Yeah, I think it's because you guys all have your fan base and followers, and this is one thing I actually want to talk about. So we have a lot of people who use WhatNot, and I think it's good to address here. Like I see Cope Fresh, Josh, and Sean. Our intention is to make our platform similar to YouTube in some extent, right? Like but with a little bit more safeguards. It takes a while to build a following on YouTube. And so I think people naturally think that they can go on our platform and they're going to make a ton of money, right? And that's not necessarily what we want it to be, if that makes sense. I think like for you out of the get-go, just to go on our app and expect that, it will take a while, right? You have to be unique, and you also have to really give it a lot of effort, like a lot of people have done for their YouTube channels. And so just to give you an example, and I'll use him as an example, you guys all know Parker, Monthly Pops. He has gone live every week for probably the past 3 months, right? And I don't think anyone really knew much about him. I mean, like besides his website, but like he was not on YouTube. And I think now he's creating a YouTube channel. But like now he has kind of a natural following. So anytime he goes live, he has people who just like go to it because they like Parker and they like his content on WhatNot. And so there's a lot of similarities to WhatNot and YouTube. I guess I'm using YouTube as an analogy.
I think you build it from the sales and the auctions that you do. You sort of build that reputation. I think it follows you, and I think, from what I've seen, I think, with a lot more people doing auctions, I think, a lot of people ask, what to do, and it's like, be unique and bring stuff to the table. I think
it takes time and effort, and I also, you don't need to auction everything. Like go talk about an item and just or just do something unique that no one has done. But as Curtis says, building an audience takes time and effort. It really does.
And shouts out to, I know Josh, I don't know if he was the first one to do it, actually did a mystery box battle on his auction. I think it was last
did he? I actually didn't see that.
Right. I got involved with it. I thought it was great. He did, you bought the boxes, and then they spun a wheel. It was battle this, battle that number, highest box won, and then you won a bonus prize. I thought it was great. I thought it was awesome.
Yeah. there's a lot of fun and cool, unique things that you can do. So, but yeah,
Going when they can list, when you'll be able to list sports cards.
probably next week, actually.
There you go. Which are, I mean, some of these sports cards I see, these breaks are absolutely. I mean, I forget. A couple of people opened them, and I'm like, "It's a 5-card pack, and how much was it? $350."
Yeah, it's cool to see that the sports cards breaking is kind of catching on. At first, when we tried it out, I think it took a while. Now it seems to be catching on. Just like Pokemon, it took a while, right? Yep. And these things will just kind of naturally evolve over time.
Yeah, there's Josh. Need to have fun and have some entertainment.
Well, you know, one thing that I thought was really cool that Josh and a few others did, it was like drinking. It was like a YouTube live talking about a WhatNot auction. So they were like drinking and bidding, and I got drunk too. But I was just a viewer in the comments. But it was really fun.
That when Martin does an auction, the other 3 will YouTube live stream it. So that's a great idea too. Slapshot Pops.
Yep, that was one, and then Parker had one.
And the Pop and Duo are all, and then Josh are all sort of together when they do that. So that's another great idea, for sure.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun for me because I was just like, I had a cocktail in my hand and I was watching the YouTube, and it was just really funny. So. And then I also like kept donating so I could get Parker to take more shots, and because it was for a good cause. So.
always fun. So let's see. Anything else coming up? Anything other big plans, or for you in general?
Yeah, you know, I'm really excited for next year. Next year will be really, really cool. A lot of fun things planned. I think our biggest challenge ahead of us is hiring. We have a lot of positions open, or we will have a lot of positions open. One of the biggest challenges is obviously like the engineering side. I'm really excited. We have 2 people who accepted this week on the engineering side. So that'll add, let's see, 4 + 2, that's 6. 6 to the team. And if you include me, that's 7 engineers. We're still hiring a few more. So we're really trying to stack up the engineering team so we can build a world-class product. Another thing I failed to mention is we're actually going to do a full rebrand and rewrite of the iOS and Android app, because, you know, the way we initially built it was in a way to test and, you know, make sure things work, and it works well enough, but we want to make like an amazing experience. So like when you're on it, every single thing is like flawless. And so that will also happen in 2021. And that's part of the reason why we're ramping up on the engineering resources, so we can continue to drive the product and build features, but also do this full rewrite at the same time and not slow anything down. And then also like the big charity aspect is awesome. You guys have been really supportive of it when I did mine for auction segment charity. Yeah, I think the charity too, that's like a really cool piece. One thing you guys might see us doing more is doing, you know, charity auctions with, like, let's just say celebrities who might come on and do like an autograph signing. That is something you guys will please see in 2021. I won't tell you guys specifically who, but there will be some people who will go on and sign your Funko Pops or whatever it is, your sports memorabilia or anything like that. So, and then the charity aspect is also, yeah, like that's just game changer to be able to like go on and interact with your audience, and then also raise money for a good cause. Yeah. We raised, I think, for December, a total of $23,000 for charity. This is just like the WhatNot stuff.
Yep.
And that was between 24-hour Smile World auction, which was insane. I don't know how Jonathan did that to himself. And then also the Pokemon event that we had last weekend. So
yeah, I had Jonathan was on with me last week, which is, I mean, Jonathan, a tremendous guy, tremendously well spoken. I told him, I said, it's just commends to you to be able to pull off 24 hours is something. I mean, I think the longest I've ever done in the auction was I think we went like 4.5 hours, the longest, and I was just gassed. I don't know how you could go 24, but he pulled it
Yeah,
off.
I've only gone live twice. I did it last week, and I only did it for like an hour and a half, and I was beat.
Oh
So,
yeah,
hey, cheap and nerdy, let's get salty. um,
the salty truth. Hopefully we
I'm
have a
really
lot
excited. I'm
coming.
really excited to see a salty truth specifically on whatnot. I can't wait to hear all the bitching.
It is an awesome little feature that those guys came up with that idea, and they have gotten when they I think they've done Chalice and a couple others. It's very interesting. They actually got responses from some of them too, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Brian,
I might have addressed some of the things you'll bitch about in this video, so you should rewind from the beginning and take your sweet time before making that video.
Clint saying he went 5 hours and he was done.
Yeah, it was funny because like Jonathan in the morning, I woke up at 5 my time, and he still had a lot of energy, and then that last 5 hours, just like you could tell.
He definitely was gassed. He said, yeah, I mean, a great charity thing for him to do, and yeah, he's one of the few. You've had some. I mean, you have some great mystery box, Funko companies on there, Toy USA and SMY, Monthly Pops. So yeah, really for you guys, definitely.
Yeah, totally. Oh, one thing I didn't mention, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but at the end of Jonathan's stream, he did go to Toys for Tots and he donated over 200 Funko Pops.
That's awesome.
Any plans on buyer seller rewards? Yes. At some point, we want to have different tiers and promotions. We also want to allow you guys to create your own promotions within like live. I mean, essentially you guys are a shop, right? So you guys should be able to control anything, whether it's like, okay, 20% off items for the next minute, right? Like really fun things like that. And affiliates, sure, you can give your users affiliate codes to use in your own lives. A lot of things like that. Affiliate code filth.
Here's Clint. He bought some popcorn to share with us tonight. Always the inside joke for good old popcorn with Flip.
Hey, this would be a request. Cheap and Nerdy, can you please do a whole salty truth on Clint? I would love to watch that.
Love to watch that.
I need a whatnot.
I don't know if they can pull that one off though. I don't know. Brittany's very creative, but I don't know. Clint's tough.
Hoodies, yeah, we should definitely get apparel. We did have some hoodies. I gave 2 away in the last stream. But yeah, I think we need to make some. I'd like to end the live stream promotion discount for buy it now items. Yeah, definitely. I mean, that would be really cool. It's like, okay, fire sale, 30 seconds. You guys have 10% off. Boom, 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 boom. And then with all the sound effects you want to add, like the Mario sounds, oh, that's going to be so much fun.
Yeah, here. They plan on doing one. I don't know if that's one for WhatNot or one for Clint, or maybe both.
Maybe you can mix it, and Clint and I in the same video.
There you go.
Bitch about Clint and WhatNot. And maybe there's a whole conspiracy between Clint and WhatNot to take control of all of the Funko Pop world. I don't know, but there could be something going on with me and Clint. You don't know about that, so. But it could make a good video.
Promoting, he's doing an end of the year movie sale, 20% off everything on his WhatNot marketplace. There you go.
Sweet. I might have to go check that out right now, actually. 20% off.
There's Tim. Yeah. He got a WhatNot shirt and pin early on.
Yeah, we need to make more of those and just add them up for really cheap so people can get them. Sorry, I'm checking out Chap's
oh yeah. Right now. I think Chap said earlier he has quite the list of items.
He has over 200 things, it looks like, at least. Everything's 20% off. Did you literally go into every single one
I
by
think he
one?
said it took him hours. He went to every single item and did that.
Yeah, that. See, like I said, we need to make our tooling better for sellers. So like if you want to do just like, hey, drop everything off by 10%, we'll get there though. So buy my stuff. I'm gonna look at it after this.
Well, we are about that witching hour. So Logan, thanks for coming. I'm going to let you take us out. Anything else you want to tell everybody? I think we've had some great questions, and I mean, really, shouts out to you guys. WhatNot coming on, I think, has moved a lot of people away from eBay and Macquarie. I had not sold on.
Yes, that was our intention.
I haven't sold on Macquarie in probably 6 months.
I'm just curious, like, and this, like, you can be completely honest. Are you selling on WhatNot?
Yeah.
Or have you? Okay, and have you?
It comes for me. Most of the stuff comes with the auctions for me.
Okay, so you're not. Have you done like the marketplace? I'm just curious the sell-through rate. I've been hearing that it's actually like a little bit better than eBay's, and then I've heard sometimes that it's not. I'm trying to get the actual truth.
It depends. Like for me, if it's anything really, really good, I save it for the auctions that I'll do. So stuff that I list on isn't like, like highly sought after or anything like that. But it gets people. I get responses, and sometimes I get offers. I've bought a lot more on WhatNot this past year. I've gotten some great deals on some stuff. Let me think. I've talked to Grant a few times, which for everyone in the chat, I can tell you, Grant, very, very knowledgeable on his Funko Pops. He knows a lot of different stuff, and tremendously. He taught me about like a movie fake that I had. So shouts out to him. But
I can't do that. So thank God for him.
I love it. I think it really has moved, I think, a lot of people away from the Macquarie. eBay just is what it is. I think people still sell on eBay, but not necessarily the collectible aspect, I think, has moved a lot on. And then the cards and everything like that. And it's great. And then we start opening it up to more collectibles, whether it be the designer toys or, I'm sure there's the matchboxes, and, people could sell the hot toys and things like that. I think it just really just incrementally, increases the traffic.
Yeah. I think, the key to any marketplace is liquidity. And that's one of the hardest things. Like, marketplaces are very, very hard to start because like getting liquidity makes it, really impossible, because if, you don't have buyers or sellers, it's just not going to work. So I think we've like gotten to the point where it seems like the mechanics are working really, really well. And so as we keep growing and all that, I think it's just going to keep, getting better and better. So yeah, it was Barf as a child, like custom.
Oh, they're probably seeing that right there, which is the child. Brittany did a custom, and you got it for me for Christmas. It's actually the child as Barf from Spaceball.
Cool. On top of that, I guess I'll end it with this note. I think it's amazing what has happened in the past year, and I'm super happy that we've come this far, but we couldn't have come this far without you all. So I thank you guys a lot. I get to work on something that I've always wanted to work on. I didn't know how long I'd be able to work on it, but it looks like I'm going to be able to work on it for a long time. So I appreciate it. I appreciate you all. And also, like, feel free, like, shout out your suggestions or whatever to us. Like, we're all ears. The biggest thing that we pride ourselves on is listening to you guys. So we want to build the best product for you, not necessarily what's best for me, but what's best for everyone. So
yeah, I agree. You guys have come so far. I can't wait to see what you guys have planned for 2021 and see where 2021 ends. Man,
it's gonna be a crazy year.
I think definitely sky's the limit for all of you out there that are getting into auctions and getting into the marketplace. Go check it out. It is awesome. And when the features come up to, the sports cards and the other designer toys and collectibles, sky's the limit. Enjoy your auctions. I enjoy all your guys' auctions. Come check me out tomorrow at 5 p.m. We have another one. And
Sure.
be safe, be well, guys. Have a wonderful, safe New Year. Social distance, wash your hands, social distance, masks, all that good stuff. And thanks again to Logan. And we're out of here. Have a good night, guys.
Thanks, Andrew. See ya. Bye.
All right, bye, guys.